Hello everyone, Dan can be Jeet from Physiology More. So this week's subject is going to be the fingertip push-up progression phase 2. But what I'm going to do for phase 2, every day this week, including today, I am going to develop not only just training sessions, other different exercises to work different muscles that we can use to help increase our gradual progression with our fingertip push-ups. So I talked last week about your anterior or frontal deltoids and your chest muscle region, and then a little muscle underlying here called your coracobrachialis. Those are extremely important. There are multiple ways we can actually benefit from those. So those of you who have weights, you can use different weights to do this. Those of you who don't, one of the greatest ways to work up to doing more push-ups in general is just varying the different angles and varying the different ways, whether it's your fingertips, whether it's going to be your palm placement, whether it's going to be, you're going to do like your archer push-ups where you're going to go boom out here and boom out here. You can even do like 10 regular push-ups and alternate. They're all kinds of exercises, and obviously doing a push-up directly is going to give you a direct benefit for increasing fingertip push-ups because it's going to increase your overall push-ups. So that's another thing that I wanted to kind of gain light on the subject is the fact of just simply increasing your overall total repetitions of push-ups is going to allow you to increase your overall fingertip push-ups, because the more regular push-ups you can do with ease or be more effectively or more efficiently, the much better you will be at doing or working up to the gradual progression of your fingertip push-ups. Okay, so in that sense, we also must think about our underlying forearm muscles and our fingers muscles themselves and the bones and everything that correlate together like that. Okay, so as far as your forearms, you can do some of the most basic exercises. I am going to go grab some equipment real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have two tools here, two pieces of equipment here. A kettlebell, okay, so this is a 20-pound kettlebell, and then you could also simulate with a dumbbell as well, what I'm going to do here. And then I have this little device that I made, a wrist roller, okay? Now you can make these with all types of equipment. I have an old dumbbell bar that I no longer use. It's actually pretty much broken. So I have that with a string attached. And then I have two 2.5-pound weights to equal a total of 5 pounds. Now, let me start with the kettlebell here. Now, you can do simple things like I do this as a warm-up, but if you do it long enough or enough weight or slow enough, boom, back and forth like this, this is actually, it is a very thorough warm-up for your wrist, because since you're going back and forth, you're going to warm up and get prepared the activation of your forearm flexors. They call flexors because you literally flex with them, and then your forearm extensors because you literally extend. Okay, so the back and forth, this is going to warm up both sides very thoroughly. And then one thing I do too is I kind of go up like this, boom, twist down, boom, and that's how I thoroughly warm up. Obviously, you want to go both hands here, boom. I don't always go this fast, just kind of showing for simulation purposes. Okay, and then go usually about 6 times back and forth like that. Okay, so one exercise you can do with this to simulate what I just did. This little chair here. Any chair works, of course. Okay, obviously you're going to want to vary the different kind of weight depending on your strength level as far as your forearm muscles go. But you can go back a little bit here. Sorry, this chair's not the greatest thing to use. Okay, so 1 second here. Okay, so one thing you can do here is you can either just go down like this and back up. Simply, it almost simulates a wrist curl. Okay, or you can go like this and go back and let me get back just a little more. This area sucks where I'm at. Now, obviously, you don't want to try to do this with too much weight, but another thing you can do too is you go like this, boom, back and forth. This is actually, I can usually do this a little bit better if I'm thoroughly warmed up, but like this here. Okay, see, let me show you here the activation of both your forearm extensors and then your flexors as you're going back and forth, back and forth. And this is probably a lot different exercise which some of you might be used to or heard before. Okay, there are so many different things. You have your wrist curls, reverse wrist curls, which I'll get into those probably a little bit more tomorrow. And then with your wrist roller, what you want to do, you want to go kind of slow. This one slips off. I don't wrap it a couple times. But you want to go up slow. I'm not showing it much slow. I mean, obviously slower is going to gain more strength, but you want to make sure you get a good, nice curl each time you go. Boom, boom. Don't just go up fast. You want to get a good curl going. Boom, back and forth, all the way up till it stops. Literally. Okay, hold for a second. Boom. Same thing back down. Get as much of a curl as you possibly can there. Okay. It's going to want to drop. It's going to want to, your arms are going to want to move faster. But just maintain that control, okay? Take control, maintain control. Okay, so there's 2 exercises for today. Everyone, please get ready for the fingertip push-ups. Let's get this thing motivated. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch, kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Let's go.